Alrighty guys, welcome back to another Piggy video here on the MIKEYDOOD channel, and this one we have a ton of secret stuff to discuss, including all of the Easter eggs and notes found inside of Chapter 5 sewers, as well as a possible secret ending that comes with the chapter. Now, before we actually continue guys, I did want to remind you to use code Mikey whenever you're purchasing Robux as well as Premium, because it honestly shows me a ton of support. But let's jump right into everything we know about Chapter 5 sewers, starting off with the cutscene. Now, the very first thing I did want to note about the Chapter 5 ending cutscene for sewers is that you can see right here that Zuzi says that Z and her will be heading back to the safe place to get some things. Now, I don't know how important that is and if they actually play a role in a future chapter, but just note that guys, keep that in your mind that Zizi's sisters will be at the Chapter 4 safe place. Now, of course guys, if we continue the cutscene, you meet up with the rest of the safe house squad, including Giraffe, Pony, Mimi, and George. But something very interesting happens in this situation, because we will see one of the TSP members, TSP Tigry, completely betray Willow Wolf and the Silver Paw. And as you can see right here guys, he sees the safe house squad actually escaping the cell. He brings up his knife, but he does something interesting guys. He completely goes against what he's representing and puts down the knife. So you can see right there that Tigry is actually regretting everything he's representing and does want to let them leave. But of course guys, if we continue the cutscene, we take a very hard turn, because Willow just saw exactly what happens and says, "Useless tiger, looks like I'm gonna have to deal with them myself." Now, I don't know if you guys can actually notice this in this picture right here. It kind of looks like Willow Wolf is either scratched in her forehead, between her eyes, or on her nose. Now, this is very interesting because we saw one other character inside of Piggy get scratched before, and that was none other than our favorite zebra, Zizi, inside of Chapter 3 Refinery. Now, this actually fuels one of the craziest theories, and that is that Willow is actually partially infected, which actually showcases why she's being so aggressive and why she's acting a little bit crazy. But of course guys, her final words before she shoots her shot is, "This one's for you, William." So I don't know if she's trying to avenge her brother that we heard about inside of Chapter 1 alleys, or if this is just like an ode to him. But keep that in mind guys, she says, "This one's for you, William." And something I didn't notice when I was playing this chapter yesterday was that Willow wasn't actually aiming for Giraffe. If we take a closer look at the cutscene, she actually shoots towards Pony, but Giraffe, seeing everything that's happening, jumps in front of Pony and ends up saving his life. So Giraffe does the biggest sacrificial thing inside of Piggy so far, and that is risking and using his own life to protect Pony. Jumps in front, and as you can see, Giraffe is immediately hit and says, "I hope this is enough to forgive me for Zizi." So before we actually continue guys, let me know down in the comments right now on if Giraffe is actually gonna die or if he's actually gonna recover this shot from Willow Wolf herself. But something about this scenario right here with Pony holding his head makes me think that this is the last time we will be seeing Giraffe, so RIP down in the comments. But as you can see, Pony says it's more than enough, Giraffe, so he's kind of coming terms to what is happening. But of course guys, your character gets super mad. "Get him out of here, I'm tired of running, Willow, let's settle this." So this might be a little bit of a preview for Chapter 6, where you go 1v1 against Willow Wolf, which might seem a little bit scary because of course guys, Willow Wolf just shot one of your friends, Giraffe, and I don't think I can actually face off against a pistol wielding Willow Wolf, so we'll have to wait till Chapter 6. But now that we've seen the cutscene guys, I did want to jump back into the Chapter 5 sewers map, because there are a few Easter eggs that point to a ton of things that may happen in the future, as well as some sort of secret ending. Because guys, trust me when I tell you this, there is a secret Easter egg that has been found that actually talks to you guys. There is a way for you to actually hear a secret ghost found inside of Chapter 5 sewers. So once again guys, stay tuned. But let's actually discuss the very first note that's actually right here, and that says, "Dear members, this place is strictly forbidden. If you're caught down here, you will be relocated. This is not a hangout spot, TSP." Now of course guys, you have to remember that Chapter 5 sewers is actually beneath wherever Willow Wolf decided to actually trap us. So we are in an area of the TSP base, but just underneath guys, going around the sewer systems and trying to find a way to open up the jail cell. Now the second note is actually found in the area as soon as you drain out all of the nasty green swamp water, and if you head over here down to this basement area, there should be a little bit of a nook on one of the sides that is hiding the next note, and I think it's actually on the other side. So it's in this area right here, guys, behind the shelf on the other side. There should be the second note, which is, okay, let me see if I can just run over there really quickly. There it is, guys, on the opposite end. You guys can see it says flood the place. There are too many of them down here, and we can't let this get to the upper levels. Now, of course, guys, this is right below the TSP base, and if there is an infected Alfie roaming around, there is definitely a reason that they have built their base right above this sewage system. Now, I don't know if that means that there are more infected people down here, or if that means something secret with Willow Wolf, but of course, guys, if there are a ton of infected people down here, they do not want to actually get infected themselves, so the best thing they can do inside of the sewage system is to flood the entire base. Now, the next note is actually hidden in the final room, which is the red key room, and if I remember, that's right over here. Okay, it's right here, guys. You can see the door. If we actually walk onto the other side, there should be one more note that says this right here, and once we enter the red room, the note is right here, guys. It says, what's she hiding in her office? I suspect that she knows something we don't. I'm going to find a way to get in her office no matter the troubles. T. Now, of course, guys, we now officially know that T is Tigry, the person who hesitated when he had the chance to kill one of the Safe House Squad members with his knife. He completely backed away, and of course, that made Willow Wolf super upset. So maybe Tigry knows exactly what Willow Wolf is hiding, but we still don't know yet, guys. We might find it out in a future chapter, but make sure to let me know down in the comments on what you guys think is happening with Tigry as well as TSP. Now, this next note is actually right next to spawn where the purple case was. Now, it is a little bit harder to see, but I did manage to get a screenshot from Twitter, and it says this right here. It says, I'm worried about Willow. Her hatred for Pony and the officer have resurfaced tenfold now that she's come face to face with them. She's not like this. Now, of course, guys, this note is talking about you as well as Officer Doggy from the beginning in Chapter 1 Alley. So I don't know why, guys, Willow Wolf has a bad grudge against you too, but it's very interesting to see that the other TSP members are noticing Willow Wolf get a little bit more crazy and a little bit more suspicious. Now, those are the 4 main notes for the main canon story, but there were 2 other notes found inside of this chapter that are very questionable. Now, if we head on over towards the final room, you guys can see Zuzi says, quick, get something I can use to pull whatever that shiny thing in the vent up here is, which of course is another one of the items needed to solve the map. But if you actually unlock the next area, this classroom right here, we can actually find some pretty interesting Easter eggs, including one that actually makes a sound. So this is the biggest reason why people think there is a secret ending to Chapter 5 sewers, and that is found right here. Now, if you head behind this classroom, there is a painting of a weird looking eye, and if we turn up our volume, you guys can hear it. Do you guys hear that? It's literally found every single time inside of Chapter 5 sewers, and what's weird is that this isn't the only eye found inside of the game. There is another one found right here where you can see it better if you're Piggy, but something about this eye is very interesting because it does remind me of Mr. Stitchy's eye, which I think is really weird. Now, the 2 other notes found is right here. It says, the insolence calls my name. I will stay down here even if the workers wish to flood it. I will devote myself to the eye. Now, of course, guys, this is very scary when there's an eye behind this little chalkboard right here, but we did also get a note concerning the eye from Chapter 4 Safe Place when Pony says this right here, so I don't really know how those 2 are connected. Pony might have to do something with Mr. Stitchy as well as an eye, but we're just gonna have to figure it out as soon as more chapters get released. Now, the final Easter egg found that actually ties back the eye, Pony, as well as Mr. Stitchy, which is, I honestly think it's a little bit weird, guys, is if you head on over to the entrance of the classroom right here, you can zoom out and see one last note that says, light the beacon, summon it. So we actually saw this same exact note style whenever we were summoning Mr. Stitchy, but I don't know how the insolence connects back to Pony as well as the rest of the story, but something dark is definitely going on, especially when we have this eye like literally whispering some weird noises and some weird wind sounds to us. But I don't know, guys, let me know your theories down in the comments. Is there a secret ending ending to Chapter 5 sewers, and how the heck is everything connected between the entire storyline with Mr. Stitchy and if Willow Wolf might be infected. Now, I forgot to mention this earlier, guys, but in the Chapter 5 ending cutscene, we know that Tigreed didn't throw the knife because he felt like he was being bullied and wasn't being appreciated by any of the other TSP members. So that might point to why he decided to let the Safe House Squad go. But of course, guys, Willow Wolf, we still don't know anything about her, but we know that she's evil because she decided to straight up get revenge and shoot Giraffe. Now, I'm gonna be on the hunt for more and more secrets concerning Chapter 5 sewers, as well as a possible secret ending. But guys, we still have a ton of theories to look out for, including on if Willow Wolf is infected, how the Insolence Pony as well as Mr. Stitchy are all connected, and of course, we still don't know where Zizzy is, so we're gonna have to keep on the lookout for that, guys, as well as if Zizzy is still actually infected. But guys, there's a ton of stuff to look forward to, Piggy. The storyline and everything is getting pretty intense, so if you guys have any theories on anything concerning the Piggy storyline, let me know down in the comments. But don't forget, guys, make sure to join the Mikey Mob down below by smacking that like and subscribe button, and make sure to use the best code out there whenever you're purchasing Roblox as well as Premium, and that is code Mikey. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the next Roblox video. Have a fantastic day, and don't forget, have a fantastic day, and goodbye, everybody.